Did you know your brain generates enough electricity to power a small light bulb? It sounds like science fiction, but it's a real measurable fact. And it reveals just how powerful and active your brain truly is. The human brain contains about 86 billion neurons. These are specialized cells that communicate with one another using electrical impulses. Each time you think, move, feel, or even dream, neurons are firing off tiny electrical signals in a complex network of activity. So how does this electrical process actually work? Every neuron in your brain maintains a small electrical charge across its membrane. This charge is created by the movement of ions, especially sodium and potassium, in and out of the cell. When a neuron fires, a rapid shift of these ions causes an action potential, a quick burst of electricity, which travels down the length of the neuron and passes the signal to the next one. This chain reaction creates a storm of electrical activity throughout your brain, every second of your life. On average, all this activity produces about 10 to 20 watts of electricity, enough to power a small LED bulb. That might not sound like much, but considering it's happening inside your head, non-stop, that's incredibly powerful. Even while you're asleep, your brain is still active, maintaining vital functions, processing memories, and managing your body. We know this thanks to technology like the EEG, or electroencephalogram. EEGs are machines that measure the brain's electrical activity through sensors placed on the scalp. These sensors detect brainwave patterns like alpha, beta, delta, and theta waves, which change depending on your mental state. For example, beta waves appear when you're focused and alert, while delta waves dominate during deep sleep. These brainwaves are all products of millions of neurons firing in sync. The foundational science behind how this works dates back to the early 1950s, when scientists Alan Hodgkin and Andrew Huxley studied the giant axon of a squid to understand how neurons fire. Their groundbreaking experiments measured the electrical changes inside a nerve cell, revealing exactly how action potentials are generated, earning them a Nobel Prize. But brain electricity isn't just a natural curiosity. It's being used in real-world technology. For example, brain-computer interfaces allow people to control machines or prosthetics using only their thoughts. Devices like neuroprosthetics and BC rely on interpreting the brain's electrical signals and turning them into commands. There's also something called TDCS, transcranial direct current stimulation, where a low electrical current is applied to the brain to improve mood, memory, or even treat depression. Though it's still being studied, it shows just how connected our brain's natural electrical signals are to mental function and health. Interestingly, when something goes wrong with the brain's electrical activity, the effects can be dramatic. In conditions like epilepsy, abnormal electrical discharges can cause seizures. These are essentially electrical storms in the brain, where neurons fire uncontrollably. It's a reminder of just how powerful and delicate the brain's electrical balance can be. In short, your brain is like a living power plant, constantly producing and managing tiny bursts of electricity to keep you thinking, feeling, moving, and simply being alive. All of this is happening in silence and darkness inside your skull, yet it powers everything that makes you, you. So next time you flip on a light switch, just remember, the same kind of energy is flowing inside your head, one spark at a time. Briefly mention disorders involving electrical activity, e.g., epilepsy, where abnormal electrical discharges cause seizures. Experiment data mention. Discuss Hodgkin and Huxley's 1952 experiments on the giant squid axon that uncovered how ions generate electrical impulses in neurons, winning a Nobel Prize. Visual ideas. Animation explaining neuron firing, neurotransmitter release. Brain electricity in daily life and technology show how brain electricity is measured and used in medicine. EEG, brain-computer interfaces, neuroprosthetics. Mention transcranial direct current stimulation, TDCS, a technique that applies mild electrical currents to the brain to improve mood or cognitive function. Talk about the future of brain-powered technology. Visual ideas, clips of TDCS devices, brain-computer interfaces, medical tech. Recap: your brain's tiny electrical currents power everything you think, feel, and do, and scientists are still uncovering its mysteries. Call to action. If you found this fascinating, like and subscribe for more amazing science facts. Optional teaser. Next time, we'll explore how your brain forms memories. Don't miss it.